Thank you. Now to the former NFL star accused of murder, Aaron Hernandez. A man claims he saw Hernandez actually pull the trigger in another deadly shooting last year. The guy told our Fox affiliate WFXT in Boston that he was in his friend's car at the time when an SUV pulled up next to them and somebody began firing. The driver and another passenger in the car were killed. The survivor says he's not a football fan, but he recognized Hernandez after police arrested the former Patriots player for murder back in June. Hernandez has pleaded not guilty in that case. It's important to note Hernandez is currently not facing charges in that drive-by shooting we just talked about, but the authorities are reportedly looking at him as a possible suspect, and they reportedly have surveillance video from the night of the incident showing Hernandez in the same nightclub as the two victims. With us now, Aphrodite Jones. She is a best-selling author and host of True Crime with Aphrodite Jones on Investigation Discovery. Aphrodite, it's been a long time. Great to see you.
It has been a while, Trace. Good to see you.
You know, it's interesting here because if there truly is an eyewitness in this case, which we know he's not been charged in yet, this would be a pretty heavy blow for Aaron Hernandez.
It's a bombshell because witness testimony is huge in a trial. As you and I know, we've covered trials together. When a witness is testifying that they were there and they saw the face of that person, Aaron Hernandez, pulling the trigger, that means you made your case. You really can't get around an eyewitness testimony. And I can understand why this man has gone to Fox locally undercover, because this man, Hernandez, clearly has tentacles reaching out because people are refusing to testify against him in the 2013 murder that he's now been not convicted of, but been indicted for and is going to stand trial for.
But I also think, Aphrodite, it's very fair to say that this new witness, when he came forward, look, I know he's not a football fan, but Aaron Hernandez has been in the headlines for a while now, and suddenly the guy comes forward saying, wait a minute, that's the guy who was at the shooting that I was at a couple of years ago. So his credibility isn't exactly a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10.
No, but you know, football fans, and this guy was not a major star. Only two Patriots fans will see a big star, perhaps. He's not, let's face it, this is not A-Rod. I would think perhaps the answer to your hypothesis here is that this guy suddenly perhaps got spooked. So he was talking to police, we know that, with Boston police, and he got spooked. Somebody whispered in his ear perhaps that he was going to get further, you know, hey, this guy Hernandez has fingers reaching out to his fiancée, to his cousin, to various members of his entourage that are all covering for him in the 2013 murder. So who knows what this guy feels now.
I think even more damaging, Aphrodite, is the fact that there's a circumstantial evidence going back to the 2011 killings. You have a car that was spotted at the scene that was found at a family member of Hernandez's house. You have the gun that was found somewhere in Connecticut as well, near that whole thing.
And the Connecticut location is where he grew up. I'm sorry.
That's exactly right. And then you have the 2013 case where you have videotapes and you have audio tapes and you have a lot of circumstantial evidence. It doesn't really look good for Aaron Hernandez at this point in time.
It doesn't look good for him. He looks like a thug and a murderer and somebody who would orchestrate a murder absolutely in 2013. And I would not be surprised if this man did pull the trigger in 2012. It wouldn't shock me, not based on his track record.
Yeah, and we have, by the way, just learned, Aphrodite, that the prosecution now pressing the girlfriend to give some evidence against Aaron Hernandez. The defense is saying that pressure is completely unwarranted. The girlfriend's so far refusing, but she's in jail as well, very quickly.
You know, she's in jail. She's perjured herself, according to a grand jury in Boston. And so everybody's lying. This guy was a star. He was everybody's meal ticket. And let's not forget, he's lost $19 million in what would have been pay from the New England Patriots because of his acts. Those people around him are still looking for a payday and looking for, he's controlled them. And he still continues to control them from behind prison jail walls. My opinion.
Yep, signed a $40 million deal. Aphrodite Jones. Aphrodite, thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you. Same here, Trace.